Blockhouse, baby.
Best signal of the day right here. Jerry calls large cent, I call silver dime. Oh, there it is. Many Native American tribes have called Pennsylvania home long before the European colonization. Let it be known, for the most part, natives and whites coincided together quite well. That does not mean that all natives and tribes took the push west lightly. Oftentimes it was met with violent battles and sometimes massacres. This is one documented instance of just that. In these times, the early settlers were subject to the attacks of the Indians. A blockhouse was built on this land. There was also another house with portholes, not built expressly for a blockhouse, but used as a place of refuge and defense from those attacks that were on the road. This house was attacked one morning by the Indians. The Indians fired upon them, killing a child in the cradle and wounded an adult person in the building. The women made bullets while the men were defending them and their children. One Indian, while putting a charge of powder in his gun, was shot through the hand and body and was killed, and some of the other Indians were wounded. Miller, the pioneer, escaped from the rear of the building. He mounted a horse and started for the blockhouse. In his absence, the Indians fled, carrying with them the dead and wounded. On this land, a historical map indicates that there was an Indian town about 1 mile and 30 rods above the creek, on or near the county line. This is the location where today we will search for the blockhouse fort site and a few home sites nearby. Stepping our feet on this land where many tragedies and victories took place is rewarding. Let's see if there's anything that can be surfaced from the ground that will perhaps complete a link to this unbelievable story.
All right, everybody, welcome back to DPA Adventures. We got Sean behind the camera. We got a guest out here. His name's Matt. He's a big arrowhead hunter, and he kind of led us onto this place. He believes that there's a blockhouse out in this field. He spent years out here searching for arrowheads and Indian artifacts, and he came across some old coins. This is a very, very early area. Who knows what we're gonna find? We're gonna hit this field hard. As you can see behind me, there's like trees. You can really see really well where you would want a blockhouse. So we're really excited about swinging here. We're gonna try to find this blockhouse, try to find some old relics and coins in the ground. So let's go find out what we can find. All right, everybody, I got our first signal here, and I really can't identify it. I thought it was a bullet at first, but it's not. Some kind of a relic. Not sure what place it would take or how old it is, but it does look old, and here it is. All right, so this is some copper piece. It definitely looks like decently old. If you guys know what that is, let us know. But hopefully it dates back to the site of the blockhouse. Let's keep going here and see if we can find anything else. All right, so Sean's got a good signal here. It's reading the 80s on his machine. We're getting closer to where Matt thinks the blockhouse is, so it's out. So it's not very shallow, but that doesn't mean a whole lot when you have a plowed field. And you have found large cents here on the surface.
Yep, it's down over the hill here a little bit.
You can see it right there. It's a bullet.
Yep.
So,
They're not even that old.
yeah, but that's what you do. What do you think?
I'm thinking everything I hear. So.
It's a bullet. I wish
Yep.
it was a big old freaking musket round ball.
Yeah, that would be
But,
nice.
Yeah, we'll get a few of those, I bet.
We're getting closer to where we think the home site would have been.
Yeah, over that way somewhere. Home site or blockhouse. I mean, you would think if you look really close, I mean, if I had a blockhouse, this is where I want to be. Up on this hill, nice and flat. You can see miles in every direction. So I was helping Matt here. He had a signal that we determined it was probably a halo effect from a piece of iron. I got something here. It was round. Where the heck did it go?
I thought you put it up on the side.
Did I? Oh yeah, right there. Looks too thin to be anything. What is that?
Is it breaking?
No, it's just a...
Looks like the grommet that was in that copper piece I just found.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, probably what it is. Boy, that sounded great. Who knows how old that is, but I mean, it looks old. It's got a patina.
Yep, a real dark green
older.
patina on it.
Yeah.
Are we on to the site? We don't know. Might be.
Tons are picking up.
Yeah, for sure. And everything that I've found so far was pretty shallow. So we're gonna see if we can find anything else in here. Okay, so we're still in the process of trying to find the actual home sites and maybe where the blockhouse once stood. I have a good find. It's gonna be farther down this way, but check that out down in there. Now, this is where the blockhouse was at. Thinking you're probably gonna want it as close to this waterway, right? Okay, that's deep enough to put a canoe in, and that's moving pretty good. Indians could come down that the creek pretty quickly. So you think you'd want your blockhouse as quickly or as closely to the creek as you possibly could get. I'm just trying to think like they would have thought back then, you know? If they would have built it further off this creek, you're not gonna see them coming down and they could sneak up on you, coming up over top of this bank. We're gonna get down and check out this find I have in the hole. All right, so I'm trying not to get down on the ground with my hands and knees because it's absolutely soaked. It rained like an inch yesterday. The sun's out now. We could have used this sun yesterday, dried it up a little bit. I can actually hear the water sinking into the ground. I'm gonna spin you around. You can check this out. You can see it right there. Now this has it's a pretty odd shape. But it's gonna be the top piece of a curdle bell, and man, that would have been an absolutely huge curdle bell too. It's exactly what it is. Look how this is angled. I don't know that I ever found a curdle bell with an angled top like that before. They normally is pretty much perfectly square. So I'll take that. That's my first good find of the day right there. That's showing the age. I mean, that could take you back into the early 1800s. Hopefully this is the beginning of something good.
All right, worked another 100 yards or so, and I got a signal here. It's not terribly old, but I'm gonna show it to you because it's kind of cool. All right, those are your viewer that are hunters. Knows what that is. Probably actually know the brand. I know what it is. I'm not gonna say it. I'll wait for the comments to ID that brand. You can tell by the cutting diameter. Yeah, Sean just found that cradle bell down there. We're just working this field out, so we're getting a little bit of ways away from where we thought the blockhouse was, but I got a dot on the map down here in the corner of the field, so we're gonna make our way down there and see if there's anything down there. All right, let's keep going. All right, Sean's excited. He says, hey, I got a good sign down here, and we actually are getting pretty excited because Matt says right in this area he believes is where the blockhouse was. So I'll turn you around and see what Sean's got. All right, there he is, impatiently. You got something good, huh?
I mean, yeah, it's a sign of the activity from back then.
All right.
I don't know if you can turn around and show the treetops way over there is kind of where we started.
Yeah, that's where we started
circling
there.
Around.
Worked his way around. Here you are. All right, what is it?
Little tiny flat button. Shank's a little smushed, but there's nothing on it.
No.
Cool.
Okay. Well,
this is the tiny flat button. It could date.
There's no doubt it's 1800s,
Yeah.
mid-1800s, maybe early, maybe earlier than that.
So this is a good sign. We're
Yeah.
kind of going down here where he said.
What numbers was it giving you?
I think it was a 60.
Okay.
61.
Yeah.
So I was hoping it was going to be a nickel.
Yeah.
But little flat button. I'll take it.
All right, man, we're getting in the hot spot here. Let's keep going.
Jerry has something decent.
All right, so right here is where Matt believes the blockhouse was, and it definitely makes sense. You can see in every direction. And I just had a 73 tone on my dais, and I got a nice little piece of pewter here. It's got a fancy design on it. Not sure what that would have been to. See that?
Yeah, it looks like a harp, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, but you can see the inside. It's very thick. Piece of something. And then same hole, we got some pottery. This has got to be where it was. Sean was hitting some iron over there. I don't know if you can see, but I had some charcoal and stuff in here. Maybe this place burnt down. Who knows? Maybe the Indians burned it down.
Possibility, you never know. Although we don't have a story about that. But
Yeah. So,
doesn't mean it didn't happen.
no, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So hey, let's keep going and see if we can come up with anything else. Okay, so right on top of this home site, I got something non-ferrous here. That's pretty neat. It's a little chain. What it would have held, I'm not sure. It's not super, thick. Probably wouldn't have been something too important on there, but that's pretty neat to come out whole like that. Not sure if it's anything to do with a blockhouse, but let's keep going. All right, Sean, right off the edge of this flat, he's got something good. Two-piece or one? What is it?
I think it's a two-piece.
Piece of a crock.
Yeah. So I flipped it over and I saw it, and I saw gold gilt, and there was something on it.
Gold gilt.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's a military button.
Like I said, there was something on it. I'm gonna let you do the reveal.
All right. Oh, it sure is nice. You got water. It's like a two-piece. Go ahead. Wonder if it's military.
Was it gonna be a flower? It's an eagle.
Nope. It's a flower design. Civilian. Go ahead and hit the back. It's missing the shank.
Yep.
Probably mid-1800s. Wow. It's like a lot of gold gilt on it. Very cool, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm gonna look at it. I sort of have a gold
Probably
gilt button with a flower
Post dates
design
the
on it.
blockhouse, assuming the blockhouse was like 1790s, early 1800s.
This is gonna be like mid 1800s.
Yeah.
with it being a 2-piece.
Very cool.
Nice. That's a good find. All right, the finds are picking up a little bit. Get some finds here and there.
Over here, the key is to kind of slow down and pick through the iron, but a little bit around this right there. I think I see a shank.
It almost looks like the same size as the one I had.
Yeah.
Off the same shirt, maybe.
Like a little cuff button. I don't think it's got anything on it. Nope, just a little flat button. Probably mid 1800s, early 1800s. Date in the site. Nope, I don't see anything on it. I was trying to put an eagle on there, but it didn't happen.
We're always trying to put an eagle on stuff.
So
What was it giving you?
Oh, that might be my ring. I'll bet you it
I
is.
was just gonna say, I think it might be your ring.
A ring and steel-toed boots.
Let me take a listen here. No, you got it out. Sounds good. It's an 84. Somewhere in here.
Is that it? What the heck is that?
I don't know what that is.
It's a pewter.
Yeah, it's got some kind of back on it. I don't know what it is. Say it's got a little bit of a line going on it.
It was something.
Has it got a hole there? I don't know if a muzzleloader is it?
It almost does look like a gun piece, huh?
It does look like a gun piece, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Has it got a little pin through it? Like a pinhole? Yeah, it sure does right there. I bet you this is off muzzleloader.
That's cool.
That is cool. That's awesome.
All right. Now I'm truly on the board. I don't have my first bottle caps.
I dug a bottle cap up there too. I was so mad. It was like 10 inches deep and it was a Coca-Cola cap.
Well, I'm sifting just looking for points.
It happens. We find them. Matt's pulled a few hundred points out of this field. Now he's pulling some relics. That date a little later than those points.
When do you think this is? Do you think it's more modern?
If it's from a muzzleloader, I'd say early 1800s.
Yeah.
It might date to the blockhouse.
That's cool.
For sure.
Guy pointing us out the window probably took an arrow to the head.
That's a display piece for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Here we go. All right, he's down there swinging. I got another good find right there. I believe, I thought it was a shotgun head stamp. I flipped it over. I think I can see a little where an old shank would be. But we're gonna clean this up. Hopefully there's something on this one. It's definitely bigger. Boy, it's got something on there. All right, let me clean this up. I'm gonna come right back. All right, I don't see anything on it. What I was seeing was just like corrosion, but that is an interesting button. It's the first one I've ever dug like that. It's got like this dimple in the middle. Definitely a flat button. You can see where the shank was right there. Very cool. Probably does date back to the, there actually is a design there. I can see it. I'm gonna have to wait for the brush to come back and clean it up a little bit. All right, let's see if we can get anything else here. All right, so I just dug that 78 right there. You can see we're kind of weaving in through here throughout the iron, but I got another 78 right here. The other one was a button, flat button, I just dug, but we're gonna dig this one to see what it is. All right, I flipped the plug. I haven't found it yet, so let's find it together. So it's actually in this little thing here. Is that it? That's it right there. What is that? Another flat button. A little thicker and smaller. Definitely a flat button. What is on there? My eyes are playing tricks on me. That's not an eagle, is it? I swear I can see wings and a head on that, but I do not know. I don't think so. I want to see it so bad, but all right, let's keep going. Let's go see if we can help Matt out. All right, everybody. I wanted to hit that. Matt's turned out to be a piece of iron, but just wanted to show you this again. I hit it with some nose grease, and there definitely wants to be something to come through there, but yeah, I don't know. So I think I can see wings on the outside with the eagle head in the middle, but it's just non-confirmatory. It's not enough to say it is. All right, let's keep going. All right, Sean's up there digging something. Matt's over there digging something too. And I got a signal here. I got a button myself. Not like a flat button with a shank, but it's still an early one.
Is that a shank spot right there?
Yeah, it is.
Started thinking it was gonna be a little coin there for a second.
Huh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man.
Buttons galore.
Buttons
Look,
galore.
That's a four hole button.
I know. It's an early one. Well, I was excited because we're at a blockhouse. I got something that may date back to the blockhouse and show there was a blockhouse here. There we go. Get a round ball, maybe a pistol ball. It's a little small. Let's see where the sprue was right there, top edge of it where they clipped it off. You can see right there's where they clipped it off. They would have poured it down to a mold. And they would have used some snips and snipped her off.
We're on it.
We're on it. Blockhouse, baby. Right next to the creek. Could you imagine Indians coming up across the creek there? Awesome.
Best signal of the day right here.
Yeah. So today's Matt's first day out with a metal detector. Like we said before many times, he primarily hunts for Indian heads. And you can see all the holes around. These are all Matt's holes, and unfortunately, he missed this spot by inches. And I'm getting a solid 92, 93. So
Let's see it.
Let's dig it up. Could be brass.
Jerry calls large cent. I call silver dime.
Bigger than dime, I think. Oh,
There it is.
Oh, right there she is. No mistake in that one.
No. There it is.
Wow, it just popped right
Oh,
out.
it's nice and thick too. All right, so unfortunately,
What?
farm fields are notorious for being fertilized and toasting these coins. So we're gonna hope we get an ID on this thing. Oh boy.
It's gonna be a slicky.
Yeah, it looks like it.
No slick Rick. And we'll get something off of it. We'll clean it up a little bit. We'll be right back.
Well, amazingly, we actually got an ID on this thing. This is a Liberty Cap large cent. I can't see the year yet, but we'll show you. You can actually see the bow in the back of her hair. It's most definitely a Liberty Cap large cent. So 1790s all day long at this old blockhouse site.
Yep, the original settlers
Yeah.
probably held that coin in their hand.
Probably had a sad day today.
There you go, buddy.
Weren't gone though. That's
You
amazing.
You can have it.
No,
No, I'm serious.
Nah, finders keepers, brother. Finders keepers. I appreciate it. I just
I-
want to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, they blow your eardrums out for sure.
No doubt.
All right, Sean's got something good.
Kind of underwhelming after the Liberty
Large cent.
Cap. But I was hoping I was going to see a little eagle on there. But
Yeah.
but it's not. There's nothing on it. It's just a concave button. Little winky dink cuff button.
That's nice. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see anything on there?
Those concave buttons are notorious for having stuff on them.
All right.
So I want to come listen to this.
Yeah, it's jumping around a little bit. It's not as clean as the other one. So I got a signal over here that is giving me vibes of maybe another large cent. Let me find it here real quick.
Jerry's at it again.
Listen to that right there. It's not as clean as the large cent was.
It's jumping out, that's for sure.
No, I did get a few modern things over here too. Possible that it's maybe something aluminum.
I did dig cancel on this hillside.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that might be what it is.
I'm gonna remain.
Yeah, I'm not being pessimistic or anything, but
84, 85. It's in the plug.
it doesn't know.
What's that?
What is that thing?
Is it a finial or something?
Looks like maybe the. I don't know. What do you think that is?
Chest piece.
Brass.
And then top off of something, fence or pole, something. It's old though.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't the coin we thought we were maybe going to get.
No.
Don't forget about that 73 or whatever you got up there.
So you can tell it's brass. See how shiny it looks? Almost looks like it's gold. I must have nicked it. That's why it brings up so high.
All right, we'll be back if this 73 is good. All right, Jerry's digging in 85, 86. This was a 78, 79. I thought it was going to be an Indian cent. So I got a little flat button here, just a normal one. Shank's broken off. Yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
I keep digging these little rinky dink ones.
Nothing on it either. Just a button.
Shank on the back, smashed. Still there, maybe. Another flat button. This one's about the same size as an Indian. I'm gonna turn you around. We'll show them to you. All right, so there they are. Jerry's button's the larger one, obviously. It looks about the size of an Indian head cent. Mine's just a little tiny one. It's about the third or fourth small one I've found. This could be another site with 70 buttons. We'll take it.
And he just pulled that out of a hole and asked what it was. It's obviously a piece of flint and it was off of a cobble, probably about the size of a softball is what they started with. And that cobble, there's no natural source for it. It would have come down with the glaciers, and that looks like it's Upper Mercer flint, which would have come out of Upper Ohio and Michigan, got pulled down in here with the glaciers. And then when they were making their points or their knives or whatever it was that they were making at the time, that's one of the first pieces they would have knocked off.
Nice. I'm happy to find that.
And it's cool. Lots of it in here.
That's the first piece I ever found.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Not an arrowhead, but it's still pretty cool.
Right. You have to know what you're looking for.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
All right. Sean's got something down here. Says I got something in the clump.
See it?
Looks like a heart.
Doesn't look like there's a top of a buckle or something there.
Yeah, kinda. What in the world is that an e-buckle?
What the heck is this?
That's a horseshoe buckle. That's early, dude. That might be a knee buckle that was shaped like a horseshoe. I bet you that's what that is.
You think it is?
I think that's what that is. Would it ring up on your machine?
79.
Yeah, it feels like pewter. It's definitely, I think, pewter. I think it's a knee buckle. Horseshoe knee buckle.
That is, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. That's 1700s all day long if that's
Yep.
what that is. Colonial for sure.
That's pretty awesome right there.
Wow.
Some cool stuff in here.
Awesome.
All right, finding the hole here. I mean, it was deep. It had to have been at least 10 inches deep. I took it up to Jerry because I wasn't sure. It kind of looked like almost like a piece off of a rifle. And then I was thinking maybe a piece off of a saddle. We're thinking it might be the piece of like a candle holder. So if we're gonna be guessing on what this is, we're gonna say that's probably what this is. I'm still kind of working the hillside here. The same hillside, just on it would have been like probably the front of the house from where Jerry found that Liberty Cap large cent. We're trying to find that elusive silver coin. I know we try to say we find it every week, but usually there is one in every site. So we're gonna see if we can get it.
All right, Sean and Matt are over there. That was a low signal. I took a chance on it. Kind of two-piece flat button. Not military, but it does have a little design on it. So yeah, it's a pretty place. So I got a signal here. It sounds pretty darn good. It sounds smaller than a large cent. It's either smaller or it's deeper, but
I thought I heard something in the water.
About a 92, 93. We're gonna dig a nice big plug and hopefully flip it out, and it'll be in the bottom of it.
Cap, bust,
Yeah.
silver, dime. I wanna see silver, like not in an old silver.
Go in the hole. 99.
What?
Probably a big piece of brass then.
Doesn't sound that big. In the sidewall a little bit. What was that?
It's
Oh, it's another largie.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought it was, or it could be a large silver coin. Kind of had almost that silver look, huh?
It does. It's like black.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's gonna be copper. What is it though?
Jerry, save some for the
see
rest of us.
1 cent on the back. Flip it.
It's gonna be a matron. I think I
Yeah.
kind of see the top of her hair or whatever.
Yep. Let's see if we can get a date. We dried up here a little bit. Yes.
We'll dry it off. We'll be back.
All right, everybody. It's I can't tell if it's 1847 or 1817. We're gonna need your guys' help on that. But the back looks not too bad. 1 cent. 1847 it looks like, or 1817. Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, probably better than mine. All right, let's go. You got something?
60, probably a button.
Do a live dig. Come on. What do you got? Is it out?
63 in the plug. Oh, I see it. What is
A
that?
piece of lead. Yeah, it's just a little piece of lead.
Yep.
All right, pretty cool.
All right, finding the hole here. Nothing absolutely spectacular, but I thought it was going to be a pewter spoon handle, but turns out it's actually part of a pocket knife. Now, everything we're finding here is before 1900, so I'm going to assume this would be the same. Farmer could have dropped it, but good bet it's probably early 1800s, late 1700s. So we're going to be, I think we're going to wrap up this site, head to another one. We're not sure yet. We've still got a good portion of the day to go, so let's go.
What do you get, bud?
Another little tiny button, but this one actually has stuff on it. You can hold it so you can look at it. What?
BS, it's not military.
Are you serious?
Yes,
What is it?
it's an artillery button. I can see the freaking cannon. Oh, I thought those were cannonballs. Those might be.
I thought they were just like.
It might be grapes. Dude, I thought we'll clean this up a little bit. I thought those were cannonballs with 2 cannons. All right, let's clean this up. All right, well, there it is cleaned up. I could have swore it was cannonballs, but it looks to be grapes. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, I'm still happy it's a flat button with something on it.
Yeah.
Because we're digging lots of buttons, but they're always just flat buttons with nothing on them.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it is.
I like that one. Put it in the old pouch.
I can see where it almost looks like cannonballs. All right, decent finding a hole here. Second one I found this year. This one's a little bit smaller, but it's an underwear button. Didn't assume that's what it was off of. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go out on a limb and pretty much tell you about 95% that this would be an underwear button. Pretty cool. 83. That could be the silver coin. If it's good, we'll be back.
That 83 was another flat button. Nothing on it.
Buttons all over the place. All right, we found some amazing stuff at this site. The search for this blockhouse and us digging into the history was worth it just in itself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. We release a video every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, so check out some old videos. If not, we'll see you around here next week.